In a quaint little forest, deep within a land filled with lush greenery and towering trees, there lived a community of hedgehogs known as the hilarious hedgehogs, led by their wise elder, Harold. The hedgehogs were famous for their infectious laughter and unique sense of humor. The hilarious hedgehogs were not like ordinary hedgehogs. They had a special ability that set them apart. Whenever they laughed, their tiny, spiky bodies would wiggle and shake, making them look like rolling balls of laughter. This peculiar sight brought joy to anyone who had the pleasure of witnessing it. The leader, Harold, was the jolliest of them all. With a belly full of laughter and a heart of gold, he made it his mission to spread happiness and laughter throughout the forest. The hedgehogs would gather every evening in a cozy clearing, and Harold would regale them with amusing stories and hilarious jokes. The forest echoed with the sound of their laughter, creating a magical atmosphere that touched the hearts of all who heard it. The other animals in the forest loved the hilarious hedgehogs and often joined their laughter. Filled gatherings, even the most serious and solemn creatures couldn't help but chuckle at the sight of the rolling hedgehogs spreading joy wherever they went. One day, a new family of animals, the grumpy groundhogs, moved into the forest. The grumpy groundhogs were quite the opposite of the hilarious hedgehogs. They were always frowning and seemed to have forgotten the joy of laughter. Curious and determined to make them smile, Harold and his fellow hedgehogs decided to pay the grumpy groundhogs a visit. They rolled into the new neighbor's home, filled with laughter and warmth, and tried their best to share their joy with the gloomy groundhogs. At first, the grumpy groundhogs were puzzled and resistant. They didn't understand why the hedgehogs were so happy all the time. But the hilarious hedgehogs were persistent and continued to share their laughter and jokes with the newcomers. Slowly, something magical happened. The grumpy groundhogs found themselves chuckling at the hedgehogs' silliness, and they couldn't help but smile. As the days went by, the laughter of the hilarious hedgehogs began to work its magic on the grumpy groundhogs, and they started to embrace joy and happiness. Soon, the grumpy groundhogs were joining the hilarious hedgehogs' gatherings, rolling with laughter and sharing their own jokes. The forest became even more vibrant and cheerful with the newfound friendship between the two groups. The joy of laughter spread throughout the entire forest, bringing all the animals together in a beautiful display of unity and happiness. The hilarious hedgehogs had touched the hearts of everyone, proving that laughter could bridge gaps and bring even the most unlikely friends together. And so, the legend of the hilarious hedgehogs, rolling into laughter, continued to inspire generations of animals in the forest. Their laughter-filled gatherings became a cherished tradition, reminding everyone that sometimes all it takes is a good laugh to brighten the darkest of days.